So I'll go ahead and punch in a random number here. So as far as this goes, pretty much everything will be normal as far as when a customer phones in or someone walks up, you still grab their number. One of the first things we'll notice is while we're here in this customer information screen, there is a rewards options button. If you were to click on this for anybody who is not a member, it will give you couple of different options here, and this is where you would manually search for a member. If someone comes in saying that they are a rewards member and isn't showing up in your system, this would be a really quick place to go ahead and verify that. If we were to search by phone number, email address, you could go ahead and search for the customer that way. And if for any reason the prompt isn't displaying for a customer to join up on the program, there's also this option here to manually ask for that on their next visit. But in this case, we know it's not a rewards member. So I'll go ahead and also fill out this email address. This will be important that you start gathering email addresses here, because this is what the software uses to enroll people. So I'll go ahead and punch this in. And we'll go ahead and click take order. And this will take us to the actual enrollment screen. And this will only show up for people who are not in the program. So once someone is enrolled, this will no longer display for that particular customer. And in the upper right, we'll have a couple options if the customer doesn't want to be in the program right away. You could either skip, wait 30 days. This 30 days can be configured, but by default it's 30 days. And then we also have a don't ask this customer again. Usually, though, we just click the submit member button right here. And if for any reason you didn't put the email address in that previous screen, we could go ahead and fill it out here as well. So I'll go ahead and click submit new member. It'll say enrolling. And there we are. This customer is now a part of the rewards program. So as far as actually enrolling somebody, it's pretty much that. You go in, you grab their email address, and you click enroll. It's pretty straightforward along those lines. Now, once you get to the order entry screen here, we could see that there's a new button up next to that dynamic discounts. If we were to click on that, we could see whatever available promotions that the customer has. In this case, once a customer signed up, I believe it's 2 hours until the welcome offer comes through. But once that offer is in, we'll be able to see the code, we'll be able to see the offer and what's it for. And it works pretty much the same how a normal dynamic discount would work. You would make sure that the correct item is on the check. You click the rewards, then you would click the offer. And by default, I believe that you can't use a rewards offer and a dynamic discount, much how like you can't use two dynamic discounts on the same check. You can't use two rewards offers on the same check. So it works pretty much identical to how that would work. Moving on, if we were to go and edit their customer information for any rewards member, if we were to go into this screen, we can see here that how it used to say click to just rewards options, we can now see for rewards members, it'll display their rewards number and how many points they have. So if someone phones in and they're a rewards member, it'll display here how many points they have. And if we were to click on it, we could manually add points to the customer account. To do so, you just click add reward points. It'll ask for a password, which by default, I believe is manager or above. And then you could input how many points you need. This is used maybe if you need to make someone happy, or if somehow points weren't added automatically at the end of the Z out. You can do this. It's not used that often, but it's important to know that it's there just in case you ever do need to use it. So once that, really, those are the two really big things, knowing how to enroll an account and knowing how to redeem a promotion. There are a couple other things that we could also take a look at. If you were to go and say you have a customer that has multiple different accounts and one of them is rewards account and one of them is not, probably the best way to go ahead and fix that would be to click the combine customers button here on the bottom left here on the left. If we were to click that, we could go ahead and search for the customer. Click search. We could say this one right here is the rewards account and we want to combine the two. The way that this works, we can see here, might be a little bit confusing to see which one is combining what. If you were to click this middle button, it will keep the account that you are currently looking at. And if you were to click the green button, it'll keep the account that you searched for. I know it's a little bit confusing, but again, the red button is the initial account that you're on, and the green button is the account that you searched for. I'll go ahead and cancel this out here. Really, the only other thing to be aware of is here in the back office, under configuration here on the right, there is a button called Download Enroll Rewards Customers. You would want to click this. I know a lot of people do it after the Z out. It's not imperative that you do it. It's something that is done automatically at the end of every night. But occasionally you might have someone who comes in saying that, hey, maybe I have points that I want to use, but it isn't showing up on my account, or I have this offer and it's not showing up on my account. Let's go ahead and click this Download Enroll Rewards Customer. And what it does, it basically grabs the data from the repeat returns database and basically does a manual check to make sure all the information is as up to date as possible. It's really quick to do. Looks like we have 51. It compared 51 and it's already done. So it only takes a couple seconds at most. Other than that, there really isn't much else as far as the POS side of things. Again, the main thing is just getting your staff learning how to used to enrolling people, grabbing their email addresses, and just training them how to actually redeem a promotion.